Hey guys, it's NintendoCraft Studios here. Welcome back to another episode of Wii Month. Today we're going to be looking at two Wii games, probably the most revolutionary titles, see what I did there, of the Wii. Specifically, Wii Sports and its sequel, Wii Sports Resort. Now I'm going to be looking at them both side to side, so let's get going. So I guess first off, we'll start off with the presentation, and both games are so good. Essentially, there were the Wii's launch titles, and essentially the main games that showed how the Wii Remote's capabilities could be used, essentially by simulating sports games. And I gotta be honest, it was really cool at the time. Now, of course, a lot of these games you don't really need to move a lot. You can just use your arm, but it's still cool though, isn't it? Even nowadays, it's still fun to play. However, I gotta be honest, Wii Sports Resort is the better one, as not only does it have way more sports than the original game, we'll get to that a little bit later, but it also had its own style with a tropical resort, which was really cool. I really like it, and yeah, overall the presentations for these games are very solid, but I do think the resort one is way better. I mean, of course, story, there ain't a story at all in either of the games. So we'll go on to gameplay. Now, the gameplay does differ depending on the game, since it's basically a sports pack with both of the games. It's basically pretty different, however, they pretty much utilize the Wii Remote's motion controls. Essentially, like in baseball, for example, you swing the Wii Remote like a baseball bat, hoping that you haven't destroyed your TV screen while doing so. And that's pretty much what you need to know. Sometimes you'll, like maybe in archery, you guys don't know it, but I'm having a lot of trouble clearing my throat. But like with archery, you might have to use like the Wii nunchuck and like pull it back with like the Z button and stuff like that. The games vary depending on their gameplay, but most of them revolve around motion controls, which is really, really cool. I mean, yeah, it is 2006 and 2009, so they're not the best things ever nowadays. I mean, everyone has these games, so there's that. But they're still fun, though, at least in my opinion. I do think the Resorts one does do better because of the fact that there's more sports, and it's just better there, especially given the fact that the Resort one uses the Wii Motion Plus. So there is that. And then controls, and kind of already went over this. I mean, again, it varies depending on the game, but most of them use motion controls, and most of them work fine. I mean, it's not like you really need to do all this stuff. You can pretty much swing the remote while sitting on your couch, and it'll pretty much do the same thing, but it still works. So there's that. Next is the amount of content. Now, Resort obviously wins this one. I think the Wii one, the original, is pretty good. I mean, keep in mind, this was a launch title for the Wii. Technically was a tech demo. The original game has 5 sports: boxing, golf, tennis, baseball, and bowling. All of them work pretty well, and all of them are really fun to play. But that's pretty much it. You can do like these fitness test things to see what your supposed fitness age is, but it's definitely doctor verified, as in it's not doctor verified. It's not accurate at all. But that's pretty much it for the original. Then you go hop over to Wii Sports Resort, and there's so many sports that I don't even know. I guess I'll name off a few. Swordplay, so cool, where you duel on top of like this thing, arena-like thing. You can waterboard, frisbee with a dog that follows your frisbee. You can golf and bowl again. You can play table tennis, which is ultimately a worse version of tennis. And probably the best and most cool looking sport, the island flyover in the airplane minigame. This one has to be the best. Essentially, you're in an airplane and you fly all around Woohoo Island, the island that the game is set in, and collect these checkpoints of various things and fly around and just have fun. The reason I enjoy this one the most is just because of how open it is. It's so novel. It's the only minigame that actually gets kind of close. Now, there is Pilot Wings Resort on the 3DS, which is similar to this, but yeah. That's all I have to say on that. Haven't played that, but overall, the Wii Sports Resort definitely wins. So, yeah. And besides, both of the games have good content. They have a lot of replayability to them. They're just fun. They're like arcade games. So, yeah. Content-wise, very solid. Soundtrack, I mean, the soundtrack, do I have to say anything? It's so recognizable. Everyone knows it. Heck, you can hear it in the background of this song as well. And my goodness, it's been used in so many memes. Everybody knows the soundtrack. And I won't say the soundtrack is the best thing ever, but there are some great songs, like the title theme of the original Wii Sports, and so much other stuff. And then, final thoughts. Well, honestly, do I have to really say anything? I mean, everyone has this game, and everyone has had fun with it at least once in their lives. Am I one of those people? Of course, yes. I like this game, and I will be honest, while it isn't the best thing ever, it is one of the most revolutionary games of all time. I mean, do I really have to say that? I mean, this game basically introduced motion controls to everyone. But they're just simple, good games, and honestly, I'm not going to recommend this game to you because you probably already own it, or you've probably played it at least one time in your life, so I don't really need to recommend this game at all. But I would say that the Resort one is better, in my opinion, as there's just more to do, but I will always respect the original for what it was. For Wii Sports, the original, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. A pretty good game, although there isn't a lot to it, though. In Wii Sports Resort, I will give that an 8 out of 10. Definitely a lot better, but still kind of on the lower end of the spectrum. There could have added more stuff, like maybe a story mode or something. And that's pretty much it. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. Do you guys like these two games? You probably played them at one point in your life. Anyways, unless you're really that young. And yeah, so anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care.
It's showtime! Did you enjoy the show? Well, time for the highlight.